Hi everyone, good afternoon. Okay, the topic that been given is, how do you, Jumbo King, I don't know, most of you are from Delhi, so we are in the Vada Pav business and we operate 70 stores, most of which are in Mumbai. Now we are getting into other cities like we have stores in Bangalore, Indore, uh, and we have stores in Gurgaon also now. And the question which was always asked to us was that Mumbai is a no-brainer market. Mumbai alone consumes about 2 million units of vada pav a day. That's 20 lakh pieces a day. That's not what we sell. That's what the Mumbai and Thane city consume. So it is ubiquitous, this product. And we were trying to brand it. And, when I tell someone that it is a 200 store market, they are all like, okay, maybe that will happen. So the question asked is, when you go outside into other cities where, typically a product like vada pav is not known, what do you have to keep in mind? How are you going to change it? Is the taste going to change? Are aspirations going to change for people, why they would eat the product? So we actually, when we had to answer this question, we looked at how the Western brands come into India and how it's exactly, a very well-defined product to a very well-defined audience, the target audience. When it goes into different cities and into different countries, that chosen target audience reacts in the same way. So, how home delivery done by Domino's has the same appeal to an Indian family, the way it would to an American family, or how the Happy Meal has a very similar appeal to, all our kids, the same way it appeals to American kids or Chinese kids or, Australian kids. So, in the food business, we in India need to figure out why a particular product is being consumed. And once you have the right answer to that, it is only then that you can actually take it national and, grow it. Because, so we started with the conviction that you cannot have vada pav being consumed for a different reason in Mumbai and for a different reason in Delhi. We would have, or in Bangalore for that matter, we would probably go wrong. So the question for us to answer was, one, why this product? We feel that it is the single largest selling product in Mumbai, and Mumbai is supposed to be, one of the wealthiest cities in India. Of course, I'm in Delhi, I'll say, so second to Delhi. And so, there's no dearth of money over there. People are eating it because there is something else which is happening, and which is that people over there don't have time. And this product solves that problem in the best possible fashion. And so with this assumption, we started going into other cities that let us go and see if in Bangalore where people don't have time, where they're moving in a hurry, what are they eating over there? And does Vada Pav and Jumbo King as the brand solve the problem for the Bangalore guys also? And for us, we got a resounding yes. And, people, a hardcore idli dosa eating city suddenly starts consuming vada pavs. The same thing was applied to Delhi. Of course, we have 2 stores in Gurgaon. And those 2 stores are doing higher per store sales than our Mumbai average, which was extremely surprising because people said, Delhi wale ko vada pav kaise khilaoge? So the point I was trying to make was that when you are taking your brand, your concept national, you have to remain consistent with what consumer need the product is satisfying, and then everything else. So your store size, your store locations, your menu, and all of those things are driven by that consumer need, which is being fulfilled. Actually, I can go on talking on this for a really long time. What I'll do is come to the part of what you need to do, when you're trying to grow fast. What are, the pitfalls that need to be avoided? So, of course, we also tried to grow very fast about 4 or 5 years back, and we got our company into a lot of financial trouble. And I was fortunate to get this financial mentor, who said that, Dheeraj, how can you be going wrong in the vada pav business? It's not possible. Aap franchising kar rahe ho, so there is something wrong. And when we looked at, our numbers, So he said that every year you're projecting 100% year-on-year growth. And in order to be able to get that growth, you require a large team in place to be able to execute it. And he said that I'm seeing your average over the last 3 years, you'll have grown at an average of about 35% year-on-year. Now, by industry standards, even the largest brands, there is data available, are growing at about 35% year-on-year. So he said that you all are doing extremely well. But what happens is you as a team feel that we had targeted 100%, we got to 35%, so we did not do as well as we should have. Probably you start self-doubting. And it puts a lot of burden on your finances also. So that's when we put a mark of, that 50% year-on-year growth. And, that's what we are going to go and try and achieve, and let's see where we get there. So, me being an, typical MBA finance student, you want to, quickly take a calculator and figure out what happens with a 50% growth over 5 years. So, we realized that we would be, at about 500 stores and a top line of about 400 crores if we just keep on growing at 50% year on year. Each of those years would be profitable. The quality of growth would be much better. And, I think as a brand, getting to those 500 stores, we would have created a much larger impact on the end consumer, on the franchising community, on suppliers, and on everyone. So this fast growth, of course, it gives me sleepless nights when I see Facebook do what they did, and WhatsApp do what they did, and Flipkart do what they did. But I think every industry has its own rationale and what is possible and what is difficult. So in the e-commerce space, maybe 500% growth is possible. But I think when it comes to brick and mortar, you'll see the best brands that have got created, and in history, you can look up how McDonald's grew, how Subway grew, how Domino's grew. The most famous international QSRs. You'll see all of them had this logic, and they maintained that discipline. And I think, when the juggernaut rolls and you keep on growing at that pace, that is where things start becoming really, really large. Yeah, thank you very much.